Now to a NewsNation exclusive. We spoke with a Brazilian performer who claims embattled Congressman George Santos performed in drag. And now Santos is lashing out on Twitter and the, quote, outrageous claims about his life. Correspondent Kellie Meyer is live in D.C. So, Kellie, Santos is now pointing the finger at the media.
That's right, Nichole. Congressman Santos is calling the latest allegation against him the media's, quote, most recent obsession, and is denying claims he was ever a drag queen. And the drag queen that shared the photos spoke exclusively with NewsNation today and alleges the person in them is Santos. Today, embattled New York Congressman George Santos facing new allegations about his past involving drag queens and a dead dog. New images surfacing of Santos allegedly dressing as a drag queen and competing in Brazilian beauty pageants. The Brazilian drag queen who shared the photos and was allegedly friends with Santos in an exclusive interview telling NewsNation today.
He's always been a liar, but he used to lie about silly things. What he did in the U.S. is not cool.
Santos denying he ever dressed in drag, writing on Twitter today, quote, the most recent obsession from the media claiming that I am a drag queen or performed as a drag queen is categorically false, adding, I will not be distracted nor fazed by this. Today, Santos also denying reports he let a dog die after allegations he promised to help raise money for a dog's life-saving surgery and kept the money for himself. Santos calling the claims shocking and insane. It's the latest in a list of allegations and self-admitted lies told by the Republican representative.
Still expecting to be on any committees?
Yes, I am.
That are now plaguing the freshman's first few weeks on Capitol Hill. Fabricated stories from claiming his mother was inside the World Trade Center during the September 11th terrorist attacks when records show she was in Brazil, to allegedly using fake names in college for online fundraisers, to saying his grandparents fled the Holocaust, then denied claiming to be Jewish, calling himself a Catholic.
He has essentially pretended to be a biracial Ukrainian, Belgian, Brazilian volleyball champion and brain cancer survivor, whose mother died twice, including on 9/11, whose ancestors survived the Holocaust, whose employees died in the Pulse mass shooting, and who miraculously became a multimillionaire overnight.
Neighboring New York Congressman Democrat Richie Torres filed an official complaint with the House Ethics Committee, as calls are growing louder on Capitol Hill for Santos to step down, including from 6 fellow New York Republicans. One Republican who isn't calling for him to quit, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who with a narrow 4-vote majority in the House needs every GOP seat he can get.
The voters have elected George Santos. If there is a concern, he will go through ethics. If there is something that is found, he will be dealt with in that manner. But they have a voice in this process.
And as for what happens next in the Santos saga, we just don't know. In addition to the calls to resign, Santos is facing local, state, and federal investigations, including in Brazil, where he is accused of fraud. Now, Congress returns to Washington next week, and Santos says he'll be here. Nichole.
All right, Kellie, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.